What's a fad from the 90s that makes you cringe and go, what the hell were people thinking? Especially something you did yourself. Undefined. Stretch pants with the elastic band that went under your foot. Stirrup pants. Do slap bands count as a 90s fad? I thought they banned those after a bunch of kids' wrists got cut up. But I'm surprised to find they still sell them at dollar stores. Interestingly, if you take the cover off one, it's made of an old measuring tape. I didn't look very far down. But glamour shots. I definitely feel like it is a highly documented embodiment of the 90s. Did someone say glamour shots? I'm so glad my mom kept these. The feather boa. Black satin gloves. No shirt look is so not weird on a child. Undefined. Guy's haircut with part in the middle. Glad I avoided that one. Also known as the butt cut. Wearing my clothing backwards like crisscross. I went to my 2nd grade class one day wearing my pants backwards. When I had to piss really bad. Couldn't get my pants off in time and pissed myself. I remember quite a lot of bowl haircuts. I had the bowl undershave. You remember those? Long hair bowl with undershave and bleached top. I read that and instinctively punched the guy next to me. No fear shirts. Everyone knows real badasses rocked gangster bugs and Taz t-shirts. And these. Do not forget these. Don't judge me. I know I was not the only guy who had a pair of Junkos. You could fit 2 liters in those pockets. Zip off pants. You know. The ones that were long pants but you could unzip the bottom half and make them into shorts when it was hot? I wore those throughout my childhood. Kind of miss them. I remember using those once. It was hot and I unzipped the leg parts and then I was like, WTF do I do with these? And walked around with pant legs hanging from my short pockets. I would always lose one pant leg and be left with permanent shorts. Rat tails. Barbed wire tribal tattoos. Mimicking the dial-up sounds every time someone connected to the internet. Overuse of X and Z on everything. Stream. Wallets with chains and giant steel ball necklaces. Good god. It was like people were wearing anal beads on their neck. Real player. Buffering. Winamp. IT really whips the llama's ass. I still use Winamp. And it still whips the llama's ass. Power beads. Despite the fact that I wore the love one, I somehow remained single throughout middle school. Not just windbreaker jackets, but the entire matching windbreaker suits. Tying shirts on the sides with scrunchies. Bedazzling everything. Especially denim jackets. Puka shell necklaces. Color changing shirts my mom would never buy me. Thumb holes in long sleeved shirts. Yin yangs and hemp necklaces. That animated dancing baby, and how it morphed from a GIF to a mass marketed product line that was everywhere seemingly overnight. Fun fact. The first friend I knew who had the internet showed me that dancing baby and I just had to have it. But it was too big to fit on my floppy disk. Those shoes with the strip of metal or whatever it was in the middle of them so you could grind down rails and stuff. It was like rollerblading without the rollerblades. Edit soaps. They are called soaps. Now please stop messaging me telling me their name. Thanks. Mini backpacks. Saying whatever. And making a W using both thumbs and index fingers. Kelly Bundy type bangs. Planet Hollywood. Loser. Loser. Double loser. As if. Whatever. Get the picture. Done. Loser. Whatever. Fly away forever. Fly away to Lossaville population. 1. You. AOL and CompuServe. We've come a long way. For you youngsters. That's not just dial-up. Add on to that. Required its own special software, likely glitchy and didn't want to use the generic perfectly good ILO Windows comes with. Would suddenly and abruptly kick you off for numerous reasons. Including our servers are at max capacity. I still remember being a sophomore in high school, logged onto AOL and iming with a girl I had a crush on. She started iming me about plans for the weekend, and of course I got logged off and couldn't get back on for like 45 minutes. When I finally signed back on, she signed off. Never did get anywhere with her, damn it. The explosion of the usage of the word up. No duh. Hair gel. Hair gel everywhere. Spiked hair. Scrunched hair. Wet looking hard hair. I read that like a Dr. Seuss book. As an old who looked back at his 90s hairstyle. With hair gel put where gel stands out for a mile. He remembered each morning getting ready for school, knowing that one way to look super cool. He got out the shower and opened his pot. He scooped out his hair gel. He scooped out the lot. He slid through his locks. He scrunched with his fists. He spiked it and poked it. And finished with twists. And once it was done, he took a blow dryer and blew till it felt his whole scalp was on fire. With wet look perfection you could smash with a hammer. He went on his way to hit pogs with a slammer. OSL 13/F Cali. Drawing the letter S and starting it this way. I. Why the hell did we do this? Anyways? Because it was like the only thing I could draw correctly. White girl multi braids. Like 10 thick strands and that's it. I'm just going to say it. I put my hair in 8 braids and then I cut holes into my mother's knee-high pantyhose and I put the hose on my arms. I put on a green wiffle beater, my junkos, and my sketches that I had drawn anarchy symbols all over with a pen. Then I went to middle school madness at the IMCA and I headbanged all night. So, yeah. That paragraph was so 90s I just reacquired my virginity. Go watch Space Jam or something. Jelly the Pain. Bead lizards. Remember those Big Johnson t-shirts that featured horrible puns about having a large dick? Yeah, those. Sad to say, I wanted one of those. The only thing that saved me is I knew there was no way in hell my ma would have ever let me have one. I should call and thank her. I love how action figures in the 90s had variations that made no sense. Like scuba diving Batman. I actually owned that one. The king of nonsensical action figure variations. Butterfly clips. They always made your hair look unwashed. For some reason. JNCO jeans. If you like conspiracy theories, look into how the shopping malls gradually replaced wide leg pants with skinny jeans to cut down on retail theft. If you look into it you won't find anything because I just made it up. Wouldn't skinny jeans cost less as well, but the stores could charge the same? I smell a conspiracy here. I'm gonna talk to my old teacher Professor Orson. Hypercollar clothing. Hey, look at all my sweaty armpits and them awesome colors. I'm wearing one from American Apparel right now. It makes my pecs look big, which is pretty cool seeing as I do not possess any. I too have no pecs. Link to shirt. I probably deserved the valuable lesson I got from wearing stupidly wide raver jeans. Jinko wasn't enough. No. I had progressed to kickwear. 36 bottoms. I am not a tall lady, my legs are particularly short, so not only did the bottoms of my pants get shredded and destroyed, to the point where the heels of my sneakers tore holes in them, but I tended to look like I was a melting candle. Or a melting hovercraft of some sort, since I appeared to have no feet. They were also prone to getting soggy if it rained. If the hums got a little wet, the dampness would start to creep north a bit. Like up to your shins. Well, the family eventually took a trip to Ireland one summer, and I was still pretty into those stupid pants at the time. You see, in Ireland, it rains a lot. The ground is almost always a little bit wet. That creeping damp got serious. Nothing made me feel dumber than having my jeans soaked up to my thighs with grody sogginess. All walking around feeling like I was wrapped with a wet towel. So heavy. So uncomfortable. The best decision I made before 11th grade was buying some damn reasonable width flare and bootcut jeans like what pretty much every other sane girl was wearing at the time. And tossing the denim potato sacks I had been wearing previously. About 4 years ago a friend and I are walking by a Hot Topic and notice the fattest of mid-90s denim raver pants in the window. We do a double take. Run inside and ask the sales clerk what's going on. They'd found a box of kickwear that was forgotten in their storeroom since the mid-90s. And decided to see if they could sell them. We of course called every ex-raver we knew. Who all drove over and bought a pair of these now rare denim treats. We wore our pristine new fat pants all summer. It was pretty damn awe-inspiring. We're all well past college age, making it all the more awesome and hilarious. Don't forget a refrigerator box full of safety pins. Because that just makes